can you hear good?
Yeah.
Alright, so I just started my video recording, and we are just in RFK, and I'm level 33. And we just got in here a second ago. And we're killing things. So imagine as an enhancement shaman, you're just casting your shocks and then doing lots of primal strikes. Stuff like that.
I think at this level you probably have Storm Strike already. I love Alash. I don't love Alash. Storm Strike though.
Hey Jar, what's up? Sam in the chat.
Can I speak? Oh, okay.
I should probably only cast Chain Lightning if I have clear casting. Oh, it's the endless pull. Like, all my guys are out of mana, pretty much. That was an endless pull.
Yeah.
So tempted to order Domino's pizza. Yeah, Crazy Butcher says, the caster tank makes me think back of Vanilla WoW. And yeah, I still remember enhancement shamans were tanks when WoW first came out. They had the armor abilities, the tank abilities, the talents, all that sort of stuff. I still remember my guild having an enhancement shaman tank Ragnarok or Rag, yeah, and Molten Core. Bum bum. So one volley does 17% roughly. Vajom. I love how you can cast lightning bolt while running.
Yeah.
God, that's just so awesome. This, I'm kind of like getting to be out of mana, so. Crazy Butcher says he wants to play the game all over again. Cool. And this guy's really easy, if I remember. He's got, yeah, a lot of health, though.
Yeah, I think so. Need to chain lightning every now and then for the spirits, I think.
Alright. We can do that.
Dark Soul, you sure about that?
What's Dark Soul? Oh no, I'm gonna die! Don't do it! I'm gonna die!
No.
Oh, so close.
Dark Soul is the most unforgiving game ever. You do something wrong, you die.
Is that what I've been seeing people play, where they're like, they have a big axe and there's like a giant dinosaur that like sits on them and runs at them and stuff?
I don't know. I just know Demon Souls is like the new no, Dark Souls is the new version of Demon Soul, I don't know. But it's a game you cannot avoid to die, but you will die. And you will always know why you died. It's always your own damn fault.
Demon Soul, nope. Nope, can't say.
Oh. Forgot to click on my B guy.
Oh, I pass on everything I can't use. Such a pain. What? Beat you with my stick. And another one levels up. So should we wait a second to get some mana?
I guess.
Hey.
Well, not really long. Just make sure you drop your totems. Okay, ready.
Let's see. Hold on.
What cloak does your A guy have? Because it's a different color.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they have different ones. I don't know, just whatever. Auction house flavor of the month. Do one of these guys mind control?
Yeah. Let's get him in front of us. Yeah.
Oh, this guy's like super easy. I'm gonna go beat on him with my stick.
Come on. There we go. Oh, he does mind control. Okay.
I wonder if I can loot him way back there. There we go.
There we go.
Death Speaker Mantle.
Ooh, nice shoulders. Did you have decent shoulders yet?
Let's see.
Oh yeah, you got the other ones from library.
I've got slime encrusted. I have, this is the worst that I have on my guy, one of my guys. That thing.
Oh my god. Yeah, you probably want it then.
Let's do it. Need. Dun dun dun. Yeah, that's old. It's gonna be like, we're gonna be like 75 and we'll notice why I have something that's level 8. The totem thing is nice, but I don't know how to make it not do a Wind Fury totem. Awesome little mana potion. Hey, this guy hits like a truck.
Yeah.
So you should Earth Shield me. Earth Shield's away. Hey, what's up, Jar? You'll be back soon, alright? Domino's does have its own totem manager. You can just change what totem you want active with drag and drop. But I don't want any totem active. That's the thing. I want this to not drop. I only have one totem for the wind one, and I want it to have nothing.
Victory for Galaga.
Oh my god, he just hit you for over 1,000.
Sweet. I reincarnated on all my guys.
Yeah.
If I could. I'll even reincarnate on that guy. Yeah, that's pretty badass two-hander. I think his little pig friends drop things too. I think that's the first blue that you can get that sells for a gold. If I remember. I always remember that little detail about that thing. Sweet, I have a cooldown thing on my screen. It tells me the cooldowns on all the guys. Oh, it beats me to it. Oh, you got some potions. Are those, do they heal for much? That's not much. Yeah, his little pig friends used to drop like a helmet or something. Like a BOE helmet, maybe it was. Yeah, I agree about the it's tough to institute change without people kind of rejecting it.
Oops. Okay. What do you mean, Satan? Copyright law games? What? Huh? They seriously trying to ban streaming games?
It really has nothing to do with games so much as it does about it's like this, the government exists to like police criminals, and when criminals don't exist, then it manufactures them to police them. And so, I mean, there's so many reasons why stupid laws are starting to exist. Too much corporate influence. Pretty much companies own the US government these days. And media companies are definitely one of the biggest ones of them. That's why you have the RIAA and the MPA. Like, don't aggro, no. It's a sad state.
Yeah. That is so rubbish.
Yeah, like there's mass protests going on all across the United States in lots of big cities, and tons of police officers, like in full riot gear, are basically tearing down the protesters, basically beating them up, massively like destroying the protesters and their properties and pretty much everything against free speech. And the media doesn't cover it at all. It's kind of becoming known that the U.S. is progressively going downhill, like in a very quick pace, and like there's a new policing section, the U.S. government right now, that's been created to try to marshal widespread riots and widespread, basically like the early signs of like a new civil war in the United States. And I think things are progressing towards that. It's just a matter of maybe just a handful of years before that really happens, before you have widespread demonstrations on an individual state basis, and then that individual state tries to stand up from a state government to the federal government, and then that's what civil war is. Or one instance of what civil war is. Bam! Essentially, you have companies creating laws that enable them to benefit and take as much money as they can from your normal civilians in the United States. And so you have large corporations that create and that shape and create U.S. law, and that's not good.
I can see why it's not legal to stream like video, like movies and series and stuff, but games, come on.
Well, those laws, the same laws that are abused to enable you to stream, oh my god, I'm gonna die. No!
No, you're not. No. Not gonna happen. Yeah, mana.
Yeah, a little too many of them. I just want to kill this one right here. Die! Oh, he's got 26 health. There we go. That was close. Killed a little bit of them.
Go on, kill me already. Yeah.
I kind of thought when I aggroed that...
Shit! Really?
That it ended up looking like too many.
That sucks. Okay, I'll have to walk.
Or you wanted to onk?
Wonder how far I need to run before they reset. Oh, it's instance, probably miles. I'll just die again.
Here's the thing. Here's something that further evidence about the U.S. going completely downhill. Anybody who has wealth in the United States, that has, you know, a large amount of wealth in the United States, all of them have large homes, and they're continually shifting all of their wealth outside of the United States. And in addition, for, you know, not necessarily for tax reasons or for any reasons other than they don't feel safe and secure and stable in the United States. So people who are making, you know, the hundreds of millions of dollars, they're taking that money outside of the country. Because, yeah, I mean, everybody who is in a position of power or in a position of knowledge, people who don't rely on media to tell you what's going on, because media is heavily influenced by corporations and by the U.S. government. So people who know, who stay abreast of what's really going on, those are the type of people that know that the United States is on a course that just can't correct itself right now, that there has to be something major. There has to be a major course correction, or there'll be a collapse of the country.
Yeah.
And major course corrections are going to require massive changes to government and to policies between governments and corporations. And corporations aren't going to agree to these policies, and the government isn't going to agree to this policy. So it's kind of like there's only one way to get some sort of resolution, and that's going to be through very probably means that are going to utilize violence.
That's sadly the only way that works.
When the people in power will fight to stay in power, then it's hard to remove those people. And it's just a sign that how a democracy is good and well intended, but when you have rules that are written with the knowledge that they can be easily abused, they are going to be easily abused.
Yeah, the thing is, a democracy works just fine. The thing is, America and the USA hasn't been a democracy for a very long time.
It's almost like a socialistic government, because it's almost like socialism, except whereas this might be worth a lot.
Ooh.
It's level 30, so
yeah, it's exactly the wrong level. But
I'm going to steal it, and then I'm going to vendor it, and I'll use it to supply us. But instead of governments owning everything, it's actually more like corporations own the government, and then between the government and the corporations, they have full control over everything. Which way are we going? This way? And people have known that the United States government was going down this path long ago. just the concepts of like how news changed from what's important to now news is two things. News is pushing a product for marketing reasons. So like you have news of like celebrities who are in TV shows getting married and all sorts of crap like that. And then news exists to make you feel scared. And by people feeling scared, two things happen. Scared people are massive consumers. When you're scared, you buy things, which means you support the massive industries that supply you those things. So when you're scared, you are an active consumer. And also when you're scared, you are more willing to have your rights stripped away, and you're more willing to have government intervention to deal with these supposed threats that scare you. So that's pretty much what media is these days. It's to sell you something, or to scare you into buying something, or to scare you into allowing governments to reduce your rights and to have a bigger role in your life than they should.
That hardcore pixelation guy has a good point. With all that kind of stuff going on, people wonder about on TV about the new Facebook layout. Come on.
Yeah, but the TV doesn't tell you that there's right now something like in total a little over 200,000 people in the United States that are protesting, like basically how the United States government has been bought out by corporate America. Like the important things. There's nothing that tells you about that. You don't hear on the news that there are silent laws being passed in the United States that'll enable warrantless, more and more warrantless violations of your privacy. Like the important things people aren't made aware of. Instead, it's like Kim Kardashian has a 22.5 carat like ring.
What the hell?
It's to distract you from what's going on, and that's that there's manufactured wars to basically.
We need to loot these bats.
Oh yeah, that's right. We need one guana, or one. What is it called? Guana or crawl? Crawl guana? I guess guana means poop. Guano. I mean. Die! These things are like super immune. Alright, let's do a little loot game. I think it's like one of them will have the guano for all of our guys. So if you find one... No. Oh, it's not?
No. I looted mine from 2 different ones, so... But we killed 5 bats, so all of them should have one now.
Well, none of them have them so far. Oh, this one has one. So I tried looting all of them, and I didn't see one. But there's like a million more bats. Huh. Says he's guarding the RFK entrance, having a sandwich. Chatting on the stream. Enjoying the life. Yeah, so when these huge protests, the second they hit the news, the reason why they haven't been on the news, I believe, is because the U.S. government hasn't figured out the proper way to spin what's going on with these massive protests going across the United States. They haven't figured out how to educate the public in a way that removes the truth of the situation, and they haven't figured out a complete plan to discredit and basically mock this situation. And there's a really famous quote, and it's funny because the quote was posted by an activist group online, and it says something like, the first thing that happens when people rise against a repressive government is that they're ignored. The government ignores these people, and they issue the media to ignore these people. And once this movement gets so widespread that it can't be ignored anymore, that the government and the media will mock you. And then the third thing that happens, once the greater people see that this mocking, they see through it and they see what it actually is, then the government will fight you. And then after they fight you, then the government will lose to you. So those are like, if you look at like the history of repressive governments and how people have responded, that's what happens. You get mocked, you get ignored first of all, then you get mocked, and then they fight you, and then after all the fighting and bloodshed happens, you win. because in reality, there's only so many people in the government, and people who work in the government, they have families too. There's only a few people at the top who give these orders, and eventually you're gonna have governments, and you're gonna have agents, and you're gonna have police that are fighting against their own people. And eventually, those police and those military people are not going to want to do that, because no one wants to fight against their neighbors. No one wants to fight for a cause that they don't believe in. So eventually, you know, there's really only one outcome, and that's the people eventually will have to win. Just the sheer numbers of it, and just the good of the general people will always prevail. It's going to be like Darth Vader is going to be tossing people down that. Or the Emperor is going to be tossing people down that tube of electricity, and then eventually Darth Vader is going to like pick them up and toss them down there. I still need to loot bats. What the hell? I need to loot these ones. I need... Let's see. I think it's all done now. Jamba says it's all done. Jamba never lies. I'm really curious. I remember that quote from like junior high, and I'm really curious where it's from. So are we supposed to talk to this guy instead of kill him, or do we kill him and his like spirit pops out?
Yeah, we need to kill him. Stun me, don't stun me.
Man, this guy's hard. He's got like a ton of health. Did somebody die?
No. We just got aggro.
Sweet, good heals. Gut. Das ist sehr gut. And that's nice.
Intellect, look.
You want to grab it?
Yeah.
Alright, I'll pass. 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 And pass. Now, where's his spirit? Where's his spirit? Is that how we talk to a spirit, by killing it?
No. The spirit is outside.
Oh.
This was one of the bosses, I think.
Well, we got... oh, yeah, that's the boss that's at the top of the thing that drops that shield.
Yeah.
And then we have... and then there's the escort.
Okay, so... yeah. This way.
All of this started with why Twitch.tv. How did it start?
Yeah, because we were talking about Twitch TV. Justin TV redirecting to Twitch TV.
I think somebody whatever. I don't know. Where's my notepad? My phone beat. I'm so hungry. I want to freaking order pizza.
for nearly 6 hours, alright, haven't we?
5 hours, 34 minutes. Yep, pretty long time.
Okay.
Oh, it's cool. I can just jump up and down and cast lightning bolt now. That's the wrong way. Or wait, which way? Ah, where's the map? This way.
Can members invite, by the way?
Oh yeah, sure. Let me do that right now.
Okay, yeah, I did that already.
Hold on. What's the guild button? U.
It's J.
Oh yeah. Oh, is it J? Mulog. Yeah. Members should be able to invite.
Yeah, I promoted the members, so it should be fine.
Yep. Oh, you promoted. Oh yeah. I see. I just noticed that. Could this be Broomba? Level 1.
Huh?
Broomba just logged on 5 guys into the guild. I think
Oh.
that's you, Broomba, right? Welcome back, by the way. Broomba's been in the guild for a long time. A long time. Sweet, is that it? Or did we miss one? That was a fun pull.
Where do we go again? Oh, yeah. Oh! Oh, there is a spirit here.
It says I have a... Huh. Razor Flank's heart. This is new. Or is that from this person right here? Oh, that's Razor Flank. Alright. So, I've never killed this person not inside of her little hut. So just for fun, let's stand all the way over here and I want to pull her out. I've just like never done it before. So let's try it.
Troublesome whelps! I'll teach you to interfere!
Yeah, the healing stream totems heal her chain lightning so quickly. It's pretty awesome. The big thing about markets, like stock markets and exchange markets, is nobody wants these markets. It's like nobody wants the people who influence these markets, who are driving these markets into the ground, who are making sick amounts of money. They don't want these markets to recover. They want governments to pour as much money in it as possible, because the amount of money you make when a market is crumbling is in far excess to like the amount of money you make when a market is doing good. And so it's like a fire sale. So whether it be influencing companies that are emotionally impacted by down markets, or whether it's shorting a stock, there's so much money to be made in a down market. And then on top of that, you have the fire sale that's going on. You have people that are spending like 2 cents to get $1 worth of companies that are basically selling at any price just to stay afloat. And by the way, this is some awesome armor right here.
And you need to loot the heart with all your characters.
All right, let's double check. So yeah, if governments pour money into markets or into failing companies, the people who benefit, basically now you have the people who benefit on a down market, they're going to benefit even more, because now all this money has been rejuvenated into these companies that are going to fail anyway. So these companies aren't going to fail. It's like, it's almost like a giant scheme to pour money into companies that are failing, so the people who make money on downed economies will make even more. Pretty much all about screwing somebody first. Whoever can screw somebody else first gets the most money. Alright, enough talking about this. I'm gonna like go out and not do good things. This guy's nuking me from like a mile away over here. Well, that was a pretty good pull.
Yep. Cleared this whole area out in one pull.
Oh, there's a dude here. Are you ready for the... I think Jumbo will automatically share it.
Yeah, I think it as well.
This quest bugs on me so often where one of my guy will get the turn in and...
Do you have the quest?
What quest?
We all do. Okay. It didn't even show up on my screen. It just started.
Oh, I'm so hungry. Why does my phone keep beeping? Oh, Willix is almost dead. Willix, you beast.
Well, I did most of that work, not him, but...
Rump.
Hey, how you doing?
So BX came here wondering if you had a way to gain more FPS without lowering settings on WoW. I stream and my FPS regularly goes. It's gonna be really hard because streaming takes massive amounts of processing power. Streaming takes way more processing power than playing your game in the first place. As far as console streaming, I'm not sure. Other than I would stay away from the Blackmagic product, like the Blackmagic Intensity Pro. I would stay away from that. Other than that, I'm not sure. I've never streamed. Yeah, like when I stream, and I've kind of said this a few times, the amount of processing power that my stream takes is equivalent to about 20 World of Warcrafts combined. So, I mean, that's huge. Yeah, I'm not sure what to use to capture like a console. What hardware to use. I've never done it. I don't play console games. I used to own like a PlayStation 2 and I guess I have a Game Boy Advance. It's kind of funny because I have a Game Boy Advance, or not a Advance, pause, lay down, DS. And the first thing I bought on my DS was Final Fantasy 1, Final Fantasy 2, and Final Fantasy 3, and then Dragon Warrior 3 and Dragon Warrior 4. Just classic games. And then I bought a PlayStation Portable, like the original one. And the first games I got on PlayStation Portable were Final Fantasy 1 and Final Fantasy 2, even though I had it on the DS. And then even more funny is that, like on my phone, I actually bought the Square ports of the Final Fantasy games. So you can tell I like Final Fantasy games. Not like the new crap, but like the old ones. No, don't die.
I need to do something about this textures when people get curses, because I can't see much when it happens.
Just use macros. Macro. Macros are the way of the
No,
future.
I just can't see like
You better
how
res.
fast
Oh,
properly when it all
you
turns purple.
better res fast. Here, I'll res them. Oh, actually, I can.
Well, combat, so I
reincarnate.
can do it.
All right, I'm reincarnated.
Just resting, but thing pulled.
I'm gonna go save Willix. Oh my God, he's gonna die. Oh, he died. Oh my God, he is like so close to dying. I actually thought he died for a second, and then he came back. He had very low health, and then it went all the way back up. That was crazy.
Yeah, what's wrong with the black magic capture card?
I have one, and like the card has issues switching resolutions. The card doesn't do like full FPS sets. It does like it does interlaced frames, or so you can't get 60 FPS. You'll get like, or you can't get 50. You'll get 25. Did somebody die again?
Yeah.
Ah.
This curse is a pain in the ass.
What is?
The curse they do.
How come? Well, oh, because you're not using macros to heal.
Resting anyway.
It really is a lot easier to use macros, just because then you just look at the heal and then you just press a button on your keyboard. Like setting F1, 2, 3, 4, 5 would be awesome just for healing. I don't know. So and the support from the Blackmagic company is like horrendous.
Well, if you need the support, there's something wrong to start with, so...
But I just healed the crap out of Willick. And he's still gonna die. What's up?
We're nearly there, or... Yeah.
Ugh. Oh, that's how much health he has left. Not. Yeah, he wasn't close to dying.
Oh god, Sadlin. I could do it well. Well, I could do it food more.
Still debating getting a pizza. Where are my sandwich totems? What the hell? Jormonger, are you here? Where are my sandwich totems? Ugh. Oh my god. A sandwich totem would be the coolest thing in the world. So we are level 35, and
got 3 quests to deliver, so probably. Oh, one of you guys is not 35 yet, though.
oh, that's what that blue on my bar. I think that blue is if I turn in these quests, because that will give me 20, let's say 23 point something thousand. This is 8 plus 16 plus 20, almost a little over 24,000, and this says my math would be wrong a little bit.
Oh, you aggroed.
I like the Godzilla noises that they make. I think only one of my guys got the quest update.
Hey, how you doing?
Yeah, only one of my guys got the update. What the hell?
Yo.
It's like I almost don't want to, oh, that's a nice ring. Fine, I'll do it. Did both your guys get the quest update?
Yeah?
Damn. That's bonk. All right. Sweet Magma Totem and Farsight, a spell that everybody wants. Magma Totem's pretty cool. I think it takes a lot of mana though.
There we go.
35, 35. Oh, actually, I could grant myself. Hold on, let me see this. Oops, I'm on my wrong guy. So my A guy is 36.
Are we going back to Scarlet Monster after this, or Maraudon?
Probably Maraudon, yeah.
Okay.
Let me think here. So can I can't grant my B guy. But my C could grant my B guy. So let's take a look at that. C, you're at 28. Or wait, B. 4. So C is 4%. So you're at 25, and A guy is 36. So my A guy is 1 full level ahead of my B guy. 1 full level. 4%, and then my B guy is wait, is this my B? 53. No, I'm half a level ahead. And then my C guy is 28%. So yeah, 80% of a level ahead of my C guy. And then you're 36 and 36. So let's see here. What are the battleground brackets?
35 to 39.
Oh, there's a bunch of people outside. Let's go join the screenshot.
Okay.
All right, let's join in on this party.
Oh my god, already 15 gig of video, and I'm only recording at 720.
Sweet. You got a little welcoming party out here. Awesome.
Righty.
Nice. Should we line up in
Where did
front of
my stream chat go?
Got hidden. Sweet.
So many multi-boxes. Let me get rid of these mounts.
Alright, Zartan's gonna give us an awesome screenshot. Let's do it. They're in the row back. Oh, actually, this looks really good. The way his shamans are. I kind of like that. This would be a sandwich totem right behind Mulug's character right there. Man, I'm getting like emailed like crazy. Actually, guys, hold on 1 second. I'm going to call somebody on my phone here.
Oh my.
Holy crap. That's a lot of stuff. This is like a little party around here. We got the Doom Guard here.
Yeah.
Can you summon both your elementals at once?
Yes.
At the same time?
Yeah, I think so. Since 4.2 or something? I don't know.
Huh.
I think so.
I could use a pizza. No, I'm not going to call pizza. It's just someone sent me a text message. Alright, so let me, actually, Zartan, did you get all the screenshots? Probably, because this is like crazy. So let me Hearth. We want a Hearthstone, right? Or, hold on. Do you think we should get a port by somebody? Wow, look how much guild activity Zartan
we
has.
probably just want the Hearthstone and fly.
Alright, Zartan's generated like 11, 12, let's say 13, about 18 million guild experiences have come just from Zartan. And then we've done like a couple 100,000. That's crazy.
Well, today we already scored the guild like 600 gold or something. And
really?
1.5 million guild XP. Yeah.
Sweet.
From doing the dungeons.
Alright, so let's cast Hearthstone. And then I'm going to call somebody and you're on camera. Actually, can I put you on follow mode? I don't know, save like 2 seconds.
There's not much point in there.
All right, let me go train first. It's all about priorities. Got to train first. Somebody would be like, "Help!" And I'd be like, "Hold on, I'm training." Yeah, we got lava burst. That's the big one. Wait, do my other guys get lava burst? Lava burst. All right, cool. And you are only 35, and my C guy is 35, and about my A guy is 36. All right, cool. Awesome.